What is that? I don't like it. Oh, I don't like it at all.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? For First We Feast, I'm Sean Evans, and you're watching Hot Ones. It's the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. And today we're joined by Elizabeth Olsen. She's an actress whose work includes everything from acclaimed indies like Wind River and Ingrid Goes West to the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the mega hit show WandaVision, which of course is currently streaming on Disney+. Elizabeth Olsen, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
And long overdue, if you ask me. We got like a little taste with the fridge tour, but now it's the real deal.
Yeah.
I know that you're an adventurous eater. How are you around the spicy stuff?
I don't want to be too bold about like how spicy I like my food, but I think I'm okay.
Under promise, over deliver.
Yeah, I think, well, possibly. I could also just be like right on with the under promise. These are great wings, by the way. And I don't even know how long ago they were made, because I'd assume you guys prepped them probably a bit ago.
Shout out to Dom. Shout out to Dom.
They're pretty good.
Holding the show together.
Yeah. That's very good.
So WandaVision is this genre-warping, time-traveling show that parodies different decades and classic television. And then I saw in your interview on Table Manners, you were talking about how this is like shooting a 6-hour project with the same time and budget constraints of a 2-hour film.
Yeah.
What does that actually feel like or look like in practice?
I love all different types of actors. Sometimes people come to work and they like had a great idea when they were sleeping, and so now we have to rearrange like lines and stuff for a scene, and that takes up a lot of time, and we didn't have that time. So it was like chaos, and sometimes we had to do multiple decades in a day. So like wigs, I'm always like in a bald cap basically, and so like wigs are just constantly flying on and off, and Catherine Hahn and I just like doing vocal warm-ups, trying to remember what decade we're in. And it was chaotic, but it was fun and we had a good time. It was like truly joyful.
And then, did you have a favorite WandaVision Easter egg? Because speaking of Catherine Hahn, I read that like the house that she's in is the actual literal like bewitched house.
It is, yeah. I learn about Easter eggs when people point them out. So the one that I learned about that I thought was really great was there's a wine bottle that's poured in the first episode, in the 50s episode, and it's in French, but I think it translated to something like, oh God, I can't say like family relations, I don't even know, but like it's like House of Madness or something like that. That's a reference to House of M, and that's just like our like brilliant prop guy being cute and putting in those things. I think on like he just thinks of them. It's a pretty color.
It's like a Peruvian vibe, kind of.
Okay.
So I'm curious, how does acting and producing simultaneously on a project like Sorry for Your Loss, how does it affect how you look at the equilibrium between art and commerce? Like, does actually being accountable to the financing and all that encapsulates a production, does it shift your perspective as a creative?
The understanding of the ridiculous amount of money that goes into things and that people should like really care and be kind and good like in those situations, because you should be like ashamed of yourself if you show up to work and you know like everything that the heads of department had to go through and all the preparation and all the time and energy and approval, and then to like show up and not know what you're doing, I think is just really disrespectful and rude. And I think I've already had that mentality. I loved producing. Everything from creating a crew to like sound mixing and color corrections. I just really enjoyed that.
Yeah, a lot going on.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
yes.
Are you ready to move on here to the next wing?
Yes, it's a clear sauce.
Well, until you shake it up.
Okay.
It's like, it's activated.
Okay. Oh, I like that word. Oh, cool. It looks peppery.
Pepper bomb, this one. Kind of stuck
guys,
up.
I'm like actually getting nervous, but I'm not. I'm like panicking inside my chest right now. Because I'm like waiting for it to scare me. That's peppery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you feel that one. It's like a leap from the other two. Yeah. Yeah.
I know that you did a semester at the Moscow Art Theater School. Do you have like a preference or a method that you think is more effective between the Stanislavski art of experiencing versus the Chekhov organic performance?
That's so funny. Well, so when I went to the Moscow Art Theater School, they believed that they continued the Stanislavski training. Like, it didn't stop and die with him. It's a very strange program for an American first semester. It was very different, but it was an amazing experience. I like had to do shit that I like wasn't, at the Atlantic Theater Company, they would like roll their eyes if you like do like sense memory shit. It's just, I don't know. It's very funny going to an acting school. I went going to multiple acting schools because everyone just makes fun of one another.
Yeah, well, what do you think is like the most bizarre, unique acting exercise that you've ever done as part of like a conservatory program?
I just like have a memory. There's I have a good one. It's called Fitzmaurice work, and it's a vocal technique, and it basically is putting yourself in positions where your body like vibrates. So like holding like versions of like yoga poses, or like you're on your back, like holding your legs in ways, and your like body's supposed to vibrate, and then you're supposed to let your voice like respond to that vibration. And so everyone just is in a room basically making orgasm sounds. and then some people like have like huge breakdowns from like the release. Acting school's weird. I still have like a tingle, but I'm not mad at myself yet. I'm smoky. Has like a sweetness to it. Like a smoke and a sweetness.
We're calling it the unofficial official sauce of summer. It's kind of like a slow cooked meat situation, or like a grilled veggie situation.
Yeah, like with some like pulled meats or something. I can, that's fun.
I see what you're putting out there.
Okay, fine. I'm just like getting so anxious right now, and I wish I weren't.
So you have a reputation for being obsessive about your prep work, and I've never heard an actress
so funny.
really talk about the auditioning process in such glowing terms like you do. I think most of your peers would describe that as like the worst part of the business. Why do you get joy out of auditioning?
A few things. There's something really special about having ownership of a character that no one else has an opinion on yet. And it's a kind of like a nice moment for an actor, I think. And also, it's like an absurd situation. It's like very funny. It's a very, like to be in an audition. Did you ever go on auditions, or you ever do actor stuff?
Well, I don't act, but one time when they were like rebooting TRL, like when MTV was rebooting TRL, they had me go in there and like that old like Times Square studio and like stand on a thing and like.
And were there other people waiting for their turn?
Yeah, other people waiting, and then like the big long table with like all the people not making any sort of like poker faces. Yeah, exactly, all the way through, and then just be like. And when we come back, we're giving away 2 tickets to the MTV Beach House. You don't want to miss it. TRL will be right back, just doing a bunch of those things.
Did you want to get the job?
No. So that's my only real experience.
Okay. Now, also, when I get the opportunity to audition, first off, I hate taped auditions. They feel so stupid. But when I get to go and audition, which doesn't happen that often, but I enjoy it when it does, it's like a day where you get to do your job that you like to do, apparently. I don't know. So that's how I feel about it. This ginger goat guy, though, is looking me straight in the eye. Like tropical.
There's a little pineapple in that one.
The ginger.
Little ginger. All right, Elizabeth Olsen, we have a recurring segment on our show called Explain That Gram, where we do a deep dive on our guest's Instagram, pull interesting pictures that need more context. Challenging for you, though, since you've exiled yourself from social media entirely.
I did. How'd you do it?
You can go to the Gettys, we have a login and everything.
Okay.
So we do have a workaround, but I am curious, like, what is your internal math on, like, the cost-benefit analysis of having Instagram?
I think the benefit is for true projects that are hard to verbalize, or like get out, not verbalize, but it's not hard to verbalize, but hard to like put out the word out in the world, I think it's a great benefit. And I think everything else is detrimental.
That makes sense to me. Well, let's dive into the wires, shall we? You once described, you encapsulated your experiences at Comic-Con as always moving. Can you unpackage that?
Oh, that's like a very nice thing of me to have said. I think they surprised me. So my first Comic-Con where you like sit and sign things, I was really not looking forward to it. And I thought it was like kind of a strange position to put yourself in, like a vulnerable place where you like meet a bunch of strangers. What I loved about it is it was this place that like people were like so kind to one another. They were all there gathered for the same thing that they love. And I thought that was moving. That I think any kind of thing that brings people together in that way, I think is lovely in the world.
We're just kind of fishing for a fashion show hijinks story and all of your experiences. Like, have you ever witnessed like a public temper tantrum from somebody expecting a front row seat and didn't get one? Or is
Absolutely.
there anything?
I was part of one of the craziest things I had ever seen. And I'm not gonna name the design company. It was the security guard of like the person who ran the whole company, not like designer, was assaulting Naomi Watts to make her move, like not be there. And it was, and Jessica Chastain was like elbowing in and got in the security guy's face, and like other security guys came, and then like the lights went down. The man who owned the company was there, and everyone acted like nothing had just happened. It was so bizarre. It was so bizarre. It was very weird. I'm salivating so hard right now. Sugar juice, isn't it? It's too big. Huh?
Went in, yeah.
Okay, fine. I knew that was a bad idea.
So in addition to today's flight of wings, I've seen you eating gourmet cheeses with Brad Leone, and then of course chatting with Jessie Ware and her mom over Lebanese lamb on table manners. You know, even for somebody who's sworn off social media, you do seem to have your fingers on the pulse of the internet a little bit.
Ooh.
Where does that impulse come from?
Oh my God. If I could like capture that and send it to all my friends, thank you. I've got my finger on the pulse. My friends really have their finger on the pulse, though.
You made wild boar ragu with Eric Repair.
I did.
And I've seen you say that you were starstruck by Tom Colicchio. What do you think is one cookbook that every home chef should have in their kitchen?
I just got the Il Buco cookbook, which has recipes from all their different chefs throughout the years, just to also learn about the restaurant if you're an Il Buco fan.
You're an Il Buco stan.
I'm an Il Buco stan. Does that mean I troll them and want to like hurt them?
No.
Okay.
Like the way that you bleed Dodger blue.
Yeah.
Like
yes.
More than a fan.
Yes, Il Buco. I'm 32 and I have spent like half my birthdays on this planet at Il Buco.
Well, then I guess it's only right that you got the cookbook. Are you ready to move on?
Yes, I am.
Elizabeth Olsen, to the next one here. You're doing great, by the way. This is
good.
hotter than Elle in the 7 spot.
Shout out my friend Elle. Fun. Okay. That's a terrifying image. Is that a brain or a heart?
Well, that's a good question, actually.
Like, are they telling us something? That one just really wants to surprise you up front.
Right. Make sure that you get ready because there's even a little bit coming behind that too.
Okay. But it really gets you. Oh, I see.
So, mechanically, what was the most challenging aspect in shooting a film like Silent House, which was meant to appear as one singular long take?
Since it's so long behind me, that was one of the worst experiences of my life. That was awful. To have to, for the majority of a horror movie, be in tears, screaming, crawling on a floor. I had bruises all over my legs. I got a sinus infection from all of the tears, because I always have snot before tears. I know. And It was just brutal. If that was the first movie I'd gotten, I would have gone back to theater. I wouldn't have wanted to do another movie.
Can you give us one production snafu or stroke of bad luck on the set of Ingrid Goes West? I've heard you describe yourself as shocked by how well it came out.
Oh my God. Yeah, where should we start? One of the locations that Aubrey Plaza had, who's a great guest on this, had to be sitting on a floor crying, wasn't secured. So when they got there were squatters and human feces. So they had to clean that. And then while everyone was in hazmat suits, Aubrey was just like laying on that floor. I mean, our director ran into a glass wall and had to go to the hospital. We had a fire. We had to evacuate, but we couldn't evacuate until we were sure we were going to get our insurance money. It was crazy.
Logistical nightmare.
It was a crazy one. And Matt Spicer did an amazing job. I loved watching that movie at Sundance because I was just like so confused how we did it. This is like a full back of the face situation, and it is making me tear, I guess, and sweat.
Welcome to the Hot Ones experience.
It's a great idea, you guys. This is a great concept, and that's why it's such a great show to watch.
Reputation for this one precedes it a little bit.
Okay. Wow. I don't even like it.
Yeah, nobody does.
Like, at least the other ones were kind to like have nice flavors, but that's just like offensive. It's just like there's like not even joy to it. It's just like they're trying to scare people and make their shining moment on this show. How do you guys find out? Oh my God, it went underneath my tongue. That's really weird.
And then this is just where I'll say be careful around your eyes, because sometimes maybe you'll get like a little sweat around your face.
Right. No, I'll just
that.
use the napkin. Oh my God, I've never had spice underneath my tongue before. What is that? I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Is there an inspiration from your travels that you've brought into your life, whether it's a design detail that you've brought into your home or a dish that you've added to your repertoire?
Yes, home garden is very reflective of a place I've been to in Tuscany. Like lots of purples and lavender and rosemaries and those kinds of flowers that grow wild. Love taking care of my plants. I have a beautiful blueberry 2 plants that are doing brilliantly this year. I'm okay. That really freaked me out. I still have got all the tingles, but it calmed itself, and I kind of want some of this because it's so cold.
And it looks so refreshing,
Yeah, it didn't offend me. It's fine.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go. All right, this next one is the Scorpion Disco.
Okay. I got that one in my teeth. Here, I'll do this.
Aubrey famously snorted milk,
I saw that. She did a brilliant job. I haven't gotten the nose feeling yet. I just had a visual memory of Aubrey doing that. It's so good. It's gone. The towelette corner. Okay, fine, it passed. It wasn't as the bomb.
Once you get through to bomb,
yeah,
everything in life becomes a little bit easier, I find. So you seem to have such a cheerful taste in entertainment. For your money, when you think about your favorite musicals of all time, what's the first title that comes to mind? The first one that's in your head right now.
Oklahoma.
Why Oklahoma?
Probably because it's like an easy thing to remember. I watched that movie all the time as a kid. I watched those old movies just nonstop. So Oklahoma.
What's a piece of classic cinema? The first title that pops into your brain when you think about the perfect movie for our audience to watch tonight, a night in with a bottle of wine.
The Conformist. Love The Conformist. Great, beautiful, beautiful visuals. It's beautiful.
And then finally, is there a project of yours, maybe a under-the-radar project, that makes you feel the most sentimental when fans bring it up to you when they see you on the street?
You know what no one ever talks about because they don't need to is I Saw the Light. That was a special experience, and we had a great crew and a lot of fun making it. But it didn't, whatever, it didn't really do it all. It's fine. Okay. Oh, right, we do this. What does a dab look like? Okay. Is that a dab? Is that a bitchy dab?
That looks
me
good.
being a little bitch.
That looks great.
Okay, fine.
That looks great.
Okay. It's a little bitchy dab. It's not a shy dab, but it's a dab.
Cheers, Elizabeth Olsen.
Cheers.
What a ride.
This has been great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Did okay.
You did okay. You did beyond okay. You did amazing. And thankfully, we're at the final act of this bizarre chicken wing circus show. And just one more hurdle standing between you and the finish line. I'm curious, how does your personal mantra of try and beat your last best score fit how you're feeling right now? Like, do you see yourself trying to scale even higher peaks on Spice Mountain, or has this experience been enough for you?
You know what? You know how before we I don't think we were rolling, but when I came in here and you said, how do I feel about spices? And I said at a restaurant, they asked me, do I want my food spicy 1 to 10? I always say 5. I would maybe play with that number a bit more now. That's how I feel.
And I think that you could.
Because I think I'm okay.
No, you are beyond okay. You know, you put
I don't
yourself...
know, but we'll have to wait, to
Give
see
your body
how
like
I really feel.
You know what it's like. You've seen it through. Elizabeth Olsen taking on the Hot Ones gauntlet and living to tell the tale. And now, Elizabeth Olsen, there's nothing left to do but roll out the red carpet for you. This camera, this camera, this camera. Let the people know what you have going on in your life.
Oh, well, I'm in New York City, and did you say there was one over there?
There's another one, yeah, in the cut right there.
Oh, I see you. I see you. And I'm just enjoying being here and not in Los Angeles, where I usually live. And I just had some hot wings that are kind of living on parts of my face. But I'm feeling okay. I feel brave. I feel strong, and like I can conquer hot wings.
No argument here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Does this help the mustache burn?
Just time. Time heals this one.
Right. It'll just be here. Thank you.
Thank you. Did you have a good time?
I had a great time. That was fabulous. And I love chicken wings, and those were delicious. And some of them I really loved.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Sean Evans checking in with a very important PSA. If you've kept up with all things Hot Ones, you know that at the end of last year, we partnered with Common Threads, a charity that provides cooking classes and healthy meals to families in need. And while we have the impossible good fortune of being able to eat scorching hot chicken wings with celebrities every single week, there are kids across the country who lack the basic nutrition they need to be healthy, happy, and energized to learn. That's where we need your help. Right now, we're working towards a goal of raising $50,000 so that Common Threads can continue to provide cooking classes and groceries to families in need, as well as professional development for educators, and then nutritional education for healthcare providers and patients. Our buddy George Motes kicked off this fundraising campaign by cooking cheeseburgers with his son Mac. Great video if you haven't seen it. Today, I'm sharing a link right here on the screen below me to help work towards our goals. So if you can donate anything at all, please do. It all goes to the Common Threads, programming goals, Hot Ones, stinging celebrities, helping the kids. Please donate if you can.